Hey guys, we look crazy. We just got out the bath though, and I just had to come on here because last night was like, oh my god, y'all, like so much happened. Let me find a seat actually. I don't feel like sitting. Let me just find y'all a seat. Okay, so last night I was on Instagram scrolling like I normally do any other day, and I came across one of my friends' posts saying that Similac element, excuse me, I just had a sparkling drink, so it's making me burp, but Similac, Alimentum, and just, I don't know, some other Abbott products. If you don't know Abbott, I don't know if that's how you say it, right? Abbott, whatever, owns Similac and some more stuff, I believe. So their products had got recalled. So I'm looking it up to see what was wrong with it, because I'm like, my baby drinks Similac. It's my baby. I'm not gonna play with her. And I didn't think that her product was actually gonna be recalled, because every time something's recalled, I don't really like look too much into it. But when it's your baby's food, that's a little bit more serious. Like when her boppy pillow got recalled, I'm like, I watch her, she's not dead, she's not suffocating. I'm probably not gonna get rid of the pillow because I was still using it at the time. I mean, now I don't need it, so I would get rid of it now. But at the time, I'm like, I trust the pillow still. My baby's not gonna die if I'm looking at her while she uses it. So whatever. I'm like very anal about everything involving her. So I was not really worried about that pillow. But when they're like her food, I'm like, okay, well, let me just type in a number, or let me just see for fun if the bottom of the can says these numbers on them. I did not think in any way, shape, or form that her cans were gonna say recalled, but they were. So I was at we've been staying at my mom's house because her husband is out of town, so we were all staying together. And I'm like, I was at her house, and I had one extra. I always have one extra can over there, and then I have the can that was in her diaper bag that we were currently using. And mind you, the past week, or maybe five days to a week, she's been acting a little funny. She's looking at something, and I don't know what, but I want to let her down because she's, and then I let her down and she don't want to get down. But anyway, so I'm like, let me just see if it's, you know, in the recall. I type in the number in the little search box thingy, boom, this product is recalled. And it like gave a form or something that I could fill out to get my money back or whatever from the formula. But her formula is sent to us through her insurance because of the type of formula that she uses. So I'm like, maybe there's a different route I have to go about this. I'm like, at this rate, I don't even care about having no money or nothing like that, because I didn't spend my money on that, but, or at least directly. But like, what is my baby gonna eat? So in the first place, she drinks Alimentum. That's for babies with a cow milk's protein allergy, which basically means she's lactose intolerant, so she can't have anything with protein, cow's milk in it, I mean. Right. And then she can't have soy, because the doctor told us that soy will also be too hard on her stomach, so not to give her soy. So I'm like, what the heck is there for her to drink? Like, if she can't have what she normally drinks and everything else is gonna hurt her stomach, what is my baby supposed to eat? So I start panicking. I'm calling the doctor's office. Mind you, it's like 7 o'clock at night, so everything's closed. It's a Friday night on top of that, so everything's closed as far as like the doctor's offices and stuff like that. But she was seeming fine. But once I realized, like, oh my god, this is why she's been acting like this. Like, she has been throwing up, and it hasn't been large amounts, it's been small amounts, like little burps, and it will come up with food and stuff like that. But also, she hasn't been finishing her bottles. I usually make her 8 ounces of milk, and she'll usually drink all of it except for like the last ounce. And recently she's only been drinking half. It would still be like 3 or 4 ounces. It would still be 3 or 4 ounces left in the bottle. And I'm like, that's just really weird. Like, but she didn't really see, how you gonna make yourself throw up? But she didn't really seem like she was in pain or anything like that out of the ordinary. Like, she always has gas, so that was never, like, you know, any red flags. It didn't seem anything out of the ordinary, so I never paid it no attention until the recall. And I'm like, maybe that's why she's been acting like this and not drinking her freaking bottles. But anyway, so I ended up calling the doctor's office, and they had a nurse call me back, an on-call nurse or whatever, and she was basically like, just get the ready-to-feed version of whatever she's drinking, because the powder is recalled but not the ready-to-feed, so you can get that and it's safe and woo-woo-woo. Girl, I go on Target. Why is the ready-to-feed sold out everywhere. One store had it and I couldn't even pick it up the same day. I had to wait until the next day to pick it up. So I'm like, what is my baby finna eat? She needs to eat something tonight. She at least needed one more bottle, and then she's gonna need a bottle when we first wake up. So like, where you going, ma'am? But I'm like, she needs to, that's at least 2 bottles that she needs to eat. And if I can't find no ready to feed, literally no store. I went on Target and you know, it say like out of stock or whatever. Find a store near you that has it in stock. I clicked that. The only store was like maybe 10 miles away, and it did you just throw up on me, or are you slobbering? Because I'm confused. I don't see no color in it, but it's some wet. So but anyway, so I'm panicking. I'm like, what am I gonna do? I'm looking up other formulas, and I come across this formula right here. And it's called ELSE. E-L-S-E. I was about to say it wrong because I was reading it in the camera and it was backwards. But it's a plant-based formula. It's organic, it's dairy and soy free, it's gluten-free, corn syrup free, and non-GMO. So everything that I was looking up kept saying no cow protein, but it has soy. And she can't have either. So I'm just like, what the heck? But this was the only thing I saw that did not have soy in it as well, and it was all natural, plant-based, whatever. So it seemed like a really good option. So I ordered this, and mind you, this was $40, so it's expensive as I don't know what, but her other milk is expensive anyways. But so I ordered this, and when I get it, I see that it says for toddlers. My baby ain't a toddler. I'm like, it says 12 months plus. So now I'm doing research to see if I could even give this to her, because I'm like, she's not 12 months, she's 7 months. So what are we finna do? And I'm like, there's nothing I really can do but give it to her. And my mom's like, well, my mom's a nurse, so she's like, well, it doesn't say, like, it's basically the reason why they say younger kids can't have it is because it doesn't have every single dot to the dot ingredient that her other formulas have. But honestly, when I read these ingredients, and I was looking at her can, and I'm looking at both of them, they have everything the same. All of the vitamins, all the calcium, all the zinc, all the magnesium. Like, it's not the same amounts. Like, this one has more, but I think it's going by the serving size. So this is, that serving size on her bottle is for 5 ounces, and this is for 8 ounces. For 8 ounces. So I'm like, it's basically a little bit more, but in reality it's like the same amount of whatever she's drinking. So she has been drinking that, but luckily I came home and I looked in my cabinet, because I always keep a stock of her formula in my cabinet in my house from when the company sends it or whatever, and I found one can, y'all. One freaking can. That, let me show y'all, because all of these, let me show y'all how many I had, and then let me show y'all. Oop, I'm pressing buttons. I still don't know how to work this camera, y'all. Bear with me. But basically, let me turn it around. So as y'all see, all these formulas, like disregard my Capri Suns, all these formulas are all recalled. And I have one can that isn't recalled, and I made sure double just to like type in the code. So this is the code right here that you're supposed to look for. Let me show y'all. Let me put her down so I can show y'all exactly what I mean. So, oh, sit, mama. Okay, so on this can, you'll see right here, it says 2566 for Z2 6 right here. This code right here. So they say all the ones that are recalled start with either a 22 through a 37. So that's 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, blah, 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 all the way to 37, right? And then it also has to have, see where it says Z2? Right there, the last two, it looks like 2 kind of, but it's a Z and a 2. If it has a Z and a 2, a S and a H, or it was one other one, it's recalled. And if it had the date, it was something about the date. If the expiration date was some expiration date, literally every single one of these cans had it except for this one. This one starts with a 12, and I typed it in just to be sure that it wasn't recalled. I'm like, maybe they didn't type it in right and like put all the rules. Maybe this one's in it too, but I typed it in on the website. She's just over here pulling my whole hair. Really, dude? But I typed it in just to make sure. So this is really the only can. This is Holy Grail. This will last maybe, I don't know, how many bottles does it make? Because I really don't pay attention. It say it makes 21 4-ounce bottles, but she drinks 8 ounces most of the time, or at least I make 8 ounces. So that's half of that. So it's like 11 bottles that we'll get out of that. So I just was so stressed, and I was like, well, let me call the company and see. Sorry, the lighting. But I'm like, let me call the else company and see why is their stuff only for 12 and up, because their ingredients are so good, so pure. It's actually a really good formula, but I think the only reason that they say, I went on their website, and because I called them and they were closed. They only work weekdays, Monday through Friday, I think, until 5. So they were already closed. But I'm out of breath, y'all. But I went on their website, and it said, like, I was confused because it has a section that says, like, what do infants need in a formula? Like, basically, I guess trying to explain why this isn't for infants, and it didn't really do that. It kind of just made it seem like either they have an infant formula, or this kind of can still be used as infants. Basically, they only said it's for 12 and up because 1-year-olds eat food, and she eats food. So I'm like, does it count? I'm like, does she not eat enough food? I'm like, I don't get it. But I think because 12-year-olds don't drink as many bottles as babies do. So I'm thinking that's really the only problem. Like, you shouldn't switch it for that reason. But I'm like, for 2 bottles, it's okay. Like, she can have it. I feel like you're gonna make yourself throw up. Please stop. But yeah, so that was my experience last night. She hasn't been feeling any type of bad. She's had 2 bottles, I believe that's all, with the Else formula, and it actually smells really good. It seems like it tastes really good, because the first bottle I gave her, she was chugging it. She was excited to drink it. So I mean, I think it tastes good and stuff. Like, I think from her reaction it tastes good, because I know Alimentum, a lot of dietitians say that Alimentum doesn't taste good. They say it's like the nasty baby formula. So hopefully when it's time for her next bottle in a couple hours, that she will go back to drinking the Alimentum. But I'm gonna keep going over the ingredients and just go about it more. Like, I'm gonna analyze it to the T, because I just really want to know what the difference is between the two. Because when I was going over it last night, and I was like kind of in panic mode, and I was kind of rushing, but I still was trying to like look. I'm like, okay, this has more than the Alimentum. This one has more of this than the Alimentum. Like, everything had more, but then I had to think about it. I'm like, the serving size is different. So I'm like, maybe that will explain why I was thinking, like, I'm like, this just sounds like an overall better idea than the other one. But I'm sure there's something in there to why they say a baby shouldn't necessarily have it every day. But there's nothing harmful in it. It's nothing like that. And she only had a couple bottles, and she actually seems like she has a lot less gas. I did not give her gas drops before she went to sleep. You're literally gonna pull my hair out. That hurts. Ouch. Ouch. It's not funny. You want to laugh. You're such a penis. But so we have 1 bottle of Alimentum, so that'll at least last me until I could find some ready to feed. Because we used to, when she was, I think we started giving her powder at what, 4 months maybe. It was like, maybe, I don't even want to say 3 months, because I think we started transitioning within 3 to 4 months of her drinking powder, because I was getting it for free. I wasn't getting the ready to feed for free. So I'm like, well, I'm gonna say formula's expensive as I don't know what. So I'm like, I could save a little bucks if she switches over. But it was hard on her stomach. And even when we left the hospital, you're literally messing up my hair. Please stop. That hurts. Don't hit me. She's so mean. But it was so hard on her stomach, and she had so many stomach issues in general to begin with. I'm like, I don't want to add to the problem, so I just continued on the ready to feed, because she would not drink the powder for the longest. And this is why, like, it's just, a part of me just wants to go back to the ready to feed, but it's so much work trying to remember, like, okay, this is what time I open the bottle. This is what time I need to throw the bottle away. Like, you have to throw it out within 24 hours. But I mean, she drinks so much now, so I probably wouldn't have to worry about that. But it's just, whew, having a baby is a lot. They don't prepare you for this. But it's worth it. My little stressor. Yeah. She talks so much. Don't you, Mom? So yeah, so I'm gonna keep doing my research. I'll come back and kind of update about the formula if I find anything out, or if I figure out what is really why I can't give it to her, because honestly I feel like it's already doing her so much better. And I know you can't tell so fast off of just having a couple bottles, but I don't know if it's just in my head, but I kind of can tell a difference with the way she's been acting. She hasn't been farting as much. She doesn't seem as gassy, but I feel like it would take a full 24 hours of her on that formula for me to even see half of a difference. And then on top of that, they say you're supposed to wait, I think, 5 full days for you to see a difference within the formula. So, hi, ma'am. Mwah. Hi, ma'am. Mwah. I love you. Mwah. But yeah, so we're gonna go on about our day. I'm hungry, so I'm gonna eat, and we'll be back later with any other updates. Say bye, Mom. Say bye, Mom. Say bye, Mom. Get that hand out of there. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Hey guys, so it's a whole nother day, but I'm finally taking these cans to FedEx so that they can ship them back, and they can, I guess, ship me my money back or something. I don't know, but I need to recount because I feel like I miscounted because they ask you, like, when you send the report, how many to send in, and I put 10, but I don't know if I really have 10. So let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Did some fall out? I know I had at least 8 when I left out. Oh yeah. What number was I on? 8. 9. This was a part of it? Yeah, I feel like I should just recount again. That wasn't a very good count. Okay. What's up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, got 10 now. Okay, we good. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. And I for sure didn't know how I was gonna do this with a baby, but okay, I think I got it. Where's my mask? Oh, right here.
Oh man.
What? Oh, you don't have a mask?
I got mask.
Okay. All right, let's roll. Put this in the float so nobody robs us.
Why don't you put that in the flow so nobody rob you?
Okay, there. Okay, let's go. Okay, I see y'all on the inside. Why would I come this way? Oh, it's right here. Hi, baby. They try to kill you with this nasty formula. Tell them, no ma'am. No ma'am. No ma'am.
I'm so sorry. Let me see it one more time.
Right, yeah. But you really just forget.
Yes.
It worked?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and take this for you.
Alright, no problem.
Ooh, it's falling.
These cans are going for now.
I mean, it is a lot of powder in there. But also think about the can itself. So with the can and the powder. Yeah, probably.
So you have 2 receipts. The one on top is the one that has the tracking number, and the one in the bottom is like the receipt for the actual transaction.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you.
Have a nice day.
You too. See, and that's the thing. My mom even just said something that just like, I be knowing my baby, because when we first started putting her on that powder, she was not agreeing with it. And I kept trying to tell the doctor, like, nope, she only likes the ready to feed. She will not drink the powder. She's like, well, it's the same thing. No, it's not the same thing. That formula probably was infected too. Like, out here trying to have my baby just sick and throwing up and not agreeing with her stomach. Like, I be trying to tell y'all, get y'all baby the ready to feed, cause this powder, it ain't it. But I'm glad that's over with, and we can move on. I've been giving her ready to feed ever since, because that's all they have in the store. They actually did inform me that what's it called, Nutrigemin, I'll put a picture right here. That formula is actually equivalent to Alimentum, I guess they say. But I've heard some people say, oh, babies don't like Alimentum because it tastes bad. Babies don't like Nutrigemin because it tastes bad. So, I mean, if it are both taste bad, then what's the difference? She don't know no difference. She be tearing up her Alimentum, so I don't know. But I'm gonna go on about my day. I'm gonna just wrap this video up right here, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.